'Tis but thy name that is my enemy. Thou art myself, though not a Montague. What's Montague? It is nor hand, nor foot, nor arm, nor face, nor any other part belonging to a man. Oh, be some other name. What's in a name? That which we call a rose, by any other name would smell as sweet. So Romeo would, were he not Romeo called. Anyway, before we actually go into Romeo and Juliet, I suppose all of you will know the story, especially due to the grace of DiCaprio. I would like to know what you mean by, what do you understand by this concept, ideal love? Anybody?
Sir, actually, an ideal love, or as you say, an ideal relationship, develops only when one is ready to sacrifice everything for his or her beloved. Now, here we see that Romeo, being a Montague, is willing to sacrifice his name, which is not merely his name, but his entire, entire being. Now, we'll see, here also he says at one point of time, yes, he says, I take thee at thy word, call me but love, and I'll be new baptized. Henceforth, I never will be Romeo.
I understand. But I'm sorry I can't agree with you. The classical connotation of ideal love is not that. Though, of course, you're right in the sense that during modern times, a relationship which is ideal is dependent on sharing. But you have to remember one thing. When the king used to go on a crusade, the queen used to hold court. The court was composed of poets who used to write chorals for the queen, who was at the same time their mistress as well as their love. Now, when Shakespeare was writing this, another thing which is very important is that in those periods, ideal love was something which was different in the sense that it was always unattainable and usually unreciprocated. Just get this clear. There was a tradition of courtly love. So when Shakespeare was writing, he had Surrey, White, Spencer to fall back on, along with these other courtly poets. I find certain people yawning. Well, I was under the impression that it would be an interesting, how to make this class more interesting? Why don't we do one thing? Why don't we enact it? Let's start. Now, who would volunteer for Romeo?
Sir.
You? Very good. Let's, oh, by the way, we need a Juliet also. Among the girls, who would like to do Juliet? Nobody? I never thought girls were such bad sport. You all don't expect me to act Juliet, do you? Well, I don't mind if you insist. What's your name?
I'm Pablo, sir.
Great, Pablo. Now we see that in this classroom, there are only two sports, you and me. Let's start. Act 2, Scene 2, line 71.
I have night's cloak to hide me from their sight, but thou love me. Let them find me here. My life were better ended by their hate than death prorogue wanting of thy love.
By whose direction foundest thou out this place?
By love, who first did prompt me to. He lent me counsel, and I lent him eyes. I am no pilot, yet wert thou as far as that vast shore washed with the farthest sea, I would adventure for such merchandise.
Thou knowest the mask of night is on my face, else would a maiden blush bepaint my cheek for that which thou hast